Yo, what's good, everyone? This your boy, Dre from PG. Back in the booth again, still trying to finish up my EP. Just, want to talk to y'all about a little bit about the NFL, man. For our supporters out there, me and the boys, we are taking a break because of holiday, I do want to say I'm thankful for everybody that subscribed to the pod, everybody that listened, everybody that hit share or hit the like button. We really appreciate y'all. As you know, there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, a lot of scheduling to get things rolling. But again, we just really appreciate y'all, giving us some of your time and tuning into us, listening, help us improve our craft and everything. So I just want to start off by saying thank you. But yeah, man, NFL is really getting interesting, especially after all the action that happened the last couple of weeks. As you know, we're coming on the Thursday games for Thanksgiving. Those are, pretty much tradition now for the holidays. You get your turkey or your ham, and then you get your all-day game slates of football. And what's funny is all three of these joints are job important for real. At the 12 o'clock game, we got Green Bay versus Detroit. So far, as it's funny to me, I think Chicago Bears actually winning in the division right now. And then you got Green Bay followed by Detroit. Detroit is outside looking in right now in this playoff race. So this is a really big game. Start of the season, Green Bay did defeat Detroit to open the season up. So we're going to see if Detroit is looking for revenge. Well, they are looking for revenge, but we're going to see if they're going to step up and, try and make up for that early loss, because all these games matter now. Ain't no makeup games. So really important division game between Green Bay and Detroit on Thursday. Then we got followed by Kansas City versus Dallas. Now, this is an intriguing matchup because you have two teams, which is more surprisingly the Kansas City Chiefs, two teams outside looking in this playoff race. Dallas, after an embarrassing loss to the Arizona Cardinals, to their backup QB, Brissett, and now they made a couple trades to help the defense and Logan Wilson and Quincy Williams on that D-line. Cowboys, they look better. I'm not going to hate, not going to lie. Like, they look better. That game against Philly was NFC East Classic. You thought one thing was going to happen. Next thing you know, y'all saw the results. Like I said, it was a classic NFC East battle, man. I always tell my peeps, if you want to watch a good game, you want to watch something with some fireworks or something crazy that's going to happen, just watch the standard NFC East game. Records do not matter. You could be 2-12 or 12-2 when you see each other. It don't matter. Something crazy is going to happen. I have proof to prove it, but we save that for another day. But yeah, man, Dallas versus Kansas City, I think this is going to be another good game. George Pickens is on fire right now. Seems like him and that got a good connection. And then you can't sleep on CD Lamb. I still think he's a top 10 wide receiver. Some people might argue he's still top 5. But, that boy, both of them as a duo is just probably the best wide receiver duo in the league right now. Pickens and Lamb, I don't know how you try to defend it. I mean, Arizona figured it out. A lot of teams figured it out. But still, like, that matchup just seems like a nightmare right now. But Kansas City, this game is definitely very important to them. They coming off a comeback win against the Indianapolis Colts. Not gonna lie to you, that first half, it was looking bad. I ain't gonna lie, it was looking bad in that first half. But, vintage Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City looks like they found that magic that they used to have during this Kansas City dynasty and got the dub. The problem is they got losses to the Buffalo Bills, losses to the Jacksonville Jaguars. They got a loss to the Denver Broncos already. I think they even got a loss to the Chargers. These L's in the AFC are piling up for them, and there's no more room for error with them. So even though this is an NFC opponent, they need to chalk up some wins now, because this playoff race in both conferences, especially in the AFC, is going damn near 10 deep. And we talking about winning records. Ain't no get the division and you in. Like, these games are starting to matter. And then, we got Cincinnati versus Baltimore. as the late game. Should be interesting. Baltimore with Lamar Jackson back are on the winning streak. It's rumored that Bengals are going to have Joe Burrow back for this game. So I'm really looking forward to all three of these games. It's going to be really, really important, really impactful. And then not to mention, on Friday, we got Chicago versus Philly. Not only this is an NFC game, this is also a game that can determine who's going to be on top of the conference at the end. I know as of right now, the Rams are on top. And so it should be interesting. And sorry to my boys in Carolina, man. They got to play the Rams next after I guess I could say deflated loss to the 49ers. I mean, it just seems like only half that team showed up. The defense came to play. Horn, he had 2 picks, and then somebody else had another pick, and they just didn't capitalize on them joints at all, man. Like, it's sad to say, but Carolina, that offense being inconsistent is going to do them for the rest of the season and don't figure that out. But, I'm going to allow my boys talk more about that because, we got Dave, BT, Corey, and T. Like, those are the Carolina Panthers fans. So I don't want to, talk too much about that. I'm going to allow them to speak on that and what maybe their future holds. So, but yeah, we got some really good stuff coming on. But I do want to address something because I see, again, I had to go back because, I'm really a believer of all these QBs in the 2024 class. Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, and Drake May especially. So a lot of people are thinking, Denver not a real team. New England is not a real team. They haven't played anybody for maybe except for a couple of games. And I just tell people, look, you gotta play what's on. You gotta play who's on your schedule. There might be an injury there, but the Broncos got a win against Philly on the road. The Patriots beat the Buffalo Bills, reigning MVP Josh Allen. I mean, you just gotta let these teams cook, man. I understand if those teams your ops, I understand, but for the majority of casuals, man, get that animosity out your heart, man. Like, you gotta let these dudes cook. I know we played Denver this weekend, Sunday Night Football matchup. Wish Jaden Daniels was healthy so we can get that matchup between him and Bo, man. But as the report showing, more than likely he's not going to be able to play in that game. So, but we got to respect, the records as they are. Denver's playing good football. Chicago Bears are finding ways to win. And the New England Patriots, they looking like they got a good quarterback, good solid team, good coaching. And, Drake May's in those MVP conversations. I'm thinking Denver gonna win this division for real. Kansas City looking shaky, and this might be the first time that I believe, and I'll put myself on record, I think Denver might actually sweep the Kansas City Chiefs. That's me. If I'm wrong, I come back next on that episode and say I was wrong, but I don't know. Kansas City, they look like they're human this year, so we're just gonna have to see about that. But yeah, man, just wanted to shout out to my peoples out here. Maryland recruiting's been going up in all sports, but I talked about that another day. But yeah, man, I just wanted to get in this booth and talk to y'all real quick. NFL's been quite good this season. We got some great matches coming up, but enjoy spending time with your families. As always, we got all this content on our YouTube page, so always go back to revisit some of our old content, some of our old takes. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit. This your boy Dre from PG. Again, happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Eat good, sleep good. And for those that take them cousin walks, I hope you got some good stuff for that. But yeah, man, happy holidays, y'all. Peace.